The founder of current Vietnam, Uncle Ho. And this is something a little bit off the beaten track, but not that much anymore. It's known under various names, but the most common name is a crazy house. And it's been built, I think, in the 80s. Have a look. Well, let's have a look from the outside first. This is the wall of the crazy house, and it's actually a complex of structures. I wouldn't necessarily say a one house, and you can stay there overnight if you wish. Well, what do you think? Kind of peculiar, not necessarily your run-of-the-mill structure and hotel. It continues here. Look at this. Every piece of it is different. And behind is just a regular standard house. Cannot even tell you what the structure depicts. Some fantasy world. Crazy house parking. 5,000. So unfortunately, a load of tourists just came, so I will let them pass and I will walk through this little jungle courtyard first. A giant spider. What is this? A Russian babushka? Actually, I have to say, I've stayed here one night 20 years ago, somewhere on this side, I think on the second or third floor, don't remember. It certainly was interesting, but as the hotels go, at that time it was pretty basic, and this is how it looks now. Of course, they made improvements. Interesting, isn't it? Well, and at that time I met the owner, a woman who must be fairly old today. She was a daughter of one of the prime ministers of Vietnam, and she studied in Soviet Union in Moscow. I forgot what she studied. Was it architecture or political science or some stuff like that? Don't remember if it helped her, the prominence being the daughter of a former prime minister, but I imagine that it did. Everything is connections here or money. But no matter how it came about, it certainly was an interesting idea. Let's take a peek into another room. The person who designed this must have had a pretty good imagination, or she took some acid trips, which I kind of doubt. Just this is a bad joke. And this is a road less traveled. I think this pathway kind of narrowed a lot and it's not being used. Maybe this way. Would you stay here for a night? I have to admit, she has or had pretty good fantasy, and to bring it to reality, well, nice job. A maze here, and you can take a break here if you wish. Cannot even estimate how many rooms it has. And I guess when I compare it to how it used to be 20 years ago, that she kind of extended it. Seems a little bit bigger and more complex than it was 20 years ago. And the entrance fee is 60,000 Vietnam dong, and at 25,000 per $1, it comes to what, like about $2, 40, 50, something like that. Well, I'm not quite sure whose picture that is, but it's a man in military uniform, and it could be the father of the owner. So I will continue on this side. Of course, interesting steps, and we will see inside this room. And room number is 11 and the name is right here, Pheasant. And let's go one more up. Park Hotel Dalat, built in 1932. French colonial architecture. Actually they say it's Art Deco. I'm not sure I would recognize it as Art Deco, but it is colonial architecture, no doubt. And this is the lobby of Art Deco Hotel. And this is the Art Deco elevator. So let's test it out. Does this boy work? Okay. Please close steel door. Thank you. Okay, so now let's try this. And let's go to the third floor. Okay, we have arrived. And this is how the floor looks like. Nothing different from non-historic hotels, I would say. And this is the view from my window. I'm not sure if you see Dalat Cathedral there, probably not. And this is all concrete, painted concrete. And below me is the entrance and the ticket office. Oh, and the rain is coming. I can see it in the distance on the horizon, getting dark. Well, fantasy at work here. And you can just compare on the left traditional building. I don't know, office building, hotel, and over there hotel. Definitely not a place for a long hotel stay. Just imagine yourself in the evening after dinner having a drink, or not even having a drink, coming after a long walk through the city, coming and walking those stairs here. Interesting views, I have to say. And here is room number 9, Bear. Oh, here you are, Bear. And another fantastic place under the sea. Dolphins, corals, and me. Exit? No, I don't want to exit yet. Oh, I'm in the garden now. Artificial tree trunk. And the rain is here as I was afraid. Well, it just adds to the peculiar mood. Just imagine if it was in bright sunlight, it would have a completely different vibe. And this is the end of Giraffe, I guess, and end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. Take care and goodbye. See you next time.